Good morning. So today I'm going to talk about monetization. Um, First of all, I want to tell you something. Almost everybody in this country has a website, whether a trial, study one, or for any purpose. Everybody has a website in Kenya. And at least almost somebody went to campus and is doing business has a website. Now, where does the problem come from? The problem comes from monetization and the cost of maintaining. Um, I'll take examples. WhatsApp is backed up by so many investors. So many investors. That's why you see no advert. But it's maintained there by so many investors. A lot of money is used there. Look at Facebook. When it began, it needed investors. Like typically, people in USA, when they start a website with no monetization, they always try to do their best to attract investors. Now, let's come for the case of Synod Services. Synod Services, first of all, uh, it was started by, I started it while I was 23 years old. And for the first thing I didn't know, I really didn't know anything about starting a company when I started. That by that time there was no sufficient YouTube, there was no sufficient internet to charge GTP, Google, any AI or anything. There was no Skillshare, Cloud, what there wasn't. But uh, no, when I began, I said almost everybody has a website. Here is the difference. Okay, you might have a website, but if you don't have an exact plan on how to market it, of course you can put a website online, but nobody will. Nobody will come to it. Like for instance, if right now if there's a website called sindano.co.ke, what will you make you go there? Nothing at all. So there is where monetization comes in. I wish to teach you that nothing is free. It's either you are the product or you pay for it. For instance, Facebook, we are the products. Whatever we do there is taken to the algorithm and then we find advertisers. So that's monetization. They pay for sponsored adverts there and so on. Let me talk about our very own. Even if you go to, I don't know if it's still our local online shopping. They have adverts. They're trying to boost their income from all sources. I know, but adverts are disgusting. Yeah. So when you talk about WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, those free platforms that have done well, they are free, but investors have put their worth billions. This is why. You see, when you have a website, there's high cost of maintenance. Let's begin with it. Uh, if you don't have a developer, that one will be super expensive further. Number two, when you have data in your website, it costs you money to store it every month. For instance, you have adverts, say you have 100,000 photos. You see, at the end of the month, whether the website is active or not, you have rented space for 100,000 photos. You still pay. The only payment you will not do in your billing is for the visitors and clicks. But for the storage, you will pay. So, when I began Keynote Services, there's a point as people joined the server cost. I remember first time I was surprised is when it was 40,000. 40,000 a month. No, let me ask you, without monetization, you want, and let's forget, Synod service is not hosted on a cPanel like this one. You come here, Kenya, you buy a cPanel, a domain, and this, and I don't know. Have you ever thought why Synod is so fast? You click on something. No. Before you wonder why you pay, just ask yourself the way it's flowing. Everything there is perfect. So it means that's what I'm trying to say. We use big servers that they don't charge us yearly, they charge us monthly. They don't charge us a fixed amount, they charge us according to what we have stored and how much activity takes place in. So, dear friends, as a founder of Synod Services, I would like to say that I will try monetize as little as I can. 300 shillings, 330. Let me ask you a question. You guys, You have done so many investment, maybe knowingly or unknowingly. For instance, you have gambled. That's investment. You know, 330 compared to what you have lost in gambling, and you don't mention, by the way, it's a lot. This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I took the initiative because this is Kenya. Kenya, we have come to realize about internet lately, and there's a lot of chaos. I don't have investors, and I can't lie to you. It is not possible for me to go to my pocket for all these years to maintain the website online. Yeah, it is really hard. So, you will come to Synod services. There's an option of 330. This 330, it's not that you are just monetizing. In fact, now look at it this way. First of all, I said so many people have websites in Kenya, isn't it? Now let me talk about Synod services. You know, people wonder, like the moment, Kenya, there was a wave of online business that crashed everybody's heart, say in the past 3 years, and it was very serious. So it has left a dent. Let me tell you something. Even if you're watching me, I know you have ever tried to have a website, and maybe you might have one reason or another why it did not go. But primarily, if you did not have money to maintain the website, especially when you're expecting traffic. For instance, Synod services, you can find, like right now, 40,000 people. I have a tracker. 40,000 people are on your website. That's money that they are billing you for the activity in your website. Now, dear Kenyans, when I ask you for 330 shillings on Synod service, don't take it as anything. Those servers need to be maintained. Workers need to be paid. I always also no. Furthermore, now let me break down your 330 shillings. First of all, when you pay 330 shillings, it's not guaranteed that it will remain on the company, all of it. Or let me now explain using other terms. When you pay 330 shillings, that 300 shillings I can break down how it is making the website sustainable, not even profitable. There's a difference between sustaining and profitability. Profitability comes when you sell products, and this is something people don't want to hear. Sometimes you can sell a TV, make 2,000. Now, assume you have sold 3 TVs in a day, of which people want. This population in Kenya, if you calculate, you didn't do business, but you think demand must be high for everything. Compare 40 million people. Don't you think a certain percentage, okay, let me say, in 40 million people, so don't you think like 10 million every day want to buy something? Yeah, that's why Synod service came for everybody to broke from the local level. So this 330 shillings, first of all, we pay promoters. You have seen me paying artists, paying celebrities, content creators to just make the name and brand. That's why, because one, when I make the brand like that, one, it's easy for you to sell on Synod services because, yeah, every customer must have heard about Synod service, either from a comedian or a content creator. Number two, the that 330, we give you freedom to upload adverts. Elsewhere, you are charged 330, you are charged around 350 per advert per week. Now, 330, you upload your advert free. After uploading, it's also our task to market the website. People will click through the website and see your advert. We will pay other adverts. Number three now. Now, this is the best one. You see, when you register in a service, say we are not selling you an actual product when you're paying for the portal. We couldn't go and tell you we're monetizing to pay our server. No, we don't mention. And I don't think anybody in Kenya has come out to say why monetizing a website is important. You see, people like free things. Facebook is not free. It's free to you, but it's not free because it's monetized. Advertisers pay for you to see those adverts. That means they make money to maintain server and update. Now, Synod services, we say we are not selling you an actual product in the beginning of registration. Do you know when you register in your portal, we have given you opportunity to resell it? That means, you see, we have seen first of all, as far as we want to maintain the website, we also want to make a network. As I told you earlier, You can't put a website there and expect visitors from nowhere. It's very, very hard. So I think you need to do one or two. I know you have seen so many websites. Even I know, go and ask your friend here if he has an e-commerce. He will give you a link or an expired domain, because after 1 year domains are renewed yearly. It went down because a domain expired. So if you're out there and also aspiring to have an online e-commerce, there are a few things you'll have to go. You can't just make a website there. You can also reach to me, we'll discuss further. And remember, I don't do what we call, this is not a, okay, first of all, let me rewind again. This is an information that you need to hear from me maybe. I began Synapse Service on 2019 as an e-commerce platform. Actually, it did not work, and I saw many people with websites, they do not know how to work. They need a secret ingredient, a formula. Now, this is Kenya. Guys, I know we know more about you, but have you heard about Kenya? Kenya, we don't have investors who are ready to invest on social media. Number two, in Kenya, people believe all investors about e-commerce and it should come from abroad. They don't know. Number three, Kenyan don't believe on made Kenya. They don't know how codes work. Programming changed, but anybody can make a website right now, and it's not a big deal. A big deal is to make a professional website, to make it look good and encourage investors and anything, and also make it good for Google AdWords. Yeah. So when I began Synapse Services, I think by mistake something happened. By mistake, I was fresh from college, and I was just a local business person. For those who know me, they know about Cowboy. Cowboy was a trademark for my WhatsApp business. Cowboy used to sell gas. He didn't used to do anything or sell a product or a service. Yeah, I remember doing for high school campus projects, so many of them. I remember. Even, I'm sorry, there's a time I was broke, and I don't know if it's lying. I called first years through WhatsApp. I said I'm a motivational speaker. I advise people. I advise people on various aspects of life. They used to pay me 200 per day. I talked to them. However, they started disbelieving me because of my hairstyle. I had some dreads, so I think that was where the business collapsed. But I had eye shave, and because I used to say we are a team as far as I was one. So you see, locally I was doing well, very well. If you ask somebody from Kakamega those days about Cowboy, I was just like a cartel, a good one. Like, I think people loved me the way I do business, and that's what inspired me to go countrywide. I can't lie, that was the primary goal. I saw if I can do this. I think I really saturated Kakamega. Not only Kakamega County, because some people used to call me saying they will be passing by and they need something from me. Yeah, I remember I always have almost. I never went back to my house without more than 5,000 as a student from 4th year to after 4th year. So when I started website and e-commerce online, actually what was on my mind was just broking. I thought about broking only. So I thought if I broking local, I can get 5,000. What about countrywide? For those who know me in Kakamega those days, Cowboy. Yeah. So when I started Synapse Services, that was my goal. Then after finishing making Synapse Services, I realized one thing: a website cannot push itself. Number two, people cannot just click through a link with no profit. They don't know what they're profiting from. So I thought of something, rewarding people for coming to my website. That was the first thing I thought of. I say, first of all, remember, I was just finished school. I thought, if I pay people for not just coming and going, the people will create many accounts free and come and scam me by advertisement money, which was a little. to like 5,000 a day, and also my expenses were high. I used to eat well, you know. First time I've gotten one. So I thought just come telling people to come and register. I gave them. I thought that one they will scam me. So went further and started using what we call a referral link. A referral link. Actually, as I told you, a website cannot be visited without anything like paid promotion on Facebook with a link. And remember then, Facebook I not have a business part like now. So I started generating links that whoever comes to my website and buys, I give. Also, people in Kenya don't want hard work. They really don't want hard work. If your business revolves about hard work, they will tell you things that will discourage you by yourself, by the way. So I thought of introducing money, but that money needs some value. Yeah. So at first I started by saying, if you refer somebody to Synod services, I will register. Of course, I really needed money for server them, and to pay registration fee. I will give you cash back. So around after 6 months down the line, because I used to sell once a week, something small, something not worth risking from a customer. Customer maybe just sees just buys it. So around November, I thought of this link. So little did I know that this link will reach to teenagers and young people in college, not the desired people. I don't know, when I was starting, I was thinking of all the people who are doing business out there. So this referral thing attracted teenagers. Teenagers don't see importance of selling. So this referral link, when it came, actually, it made money. Actually, the monetization made sense. But I lost something there to me. I lost the product part. So it was like people were referring. Somebody could refer up to. You remember, when you refer somebody, you get 300 from the 3 that I get. You understand? The aim of doing that, I just wanted traffic and also to maintain the server, because there was a reselling of the portal through referral to other brokers. I thought if I say I eat a lot from that, that's bad. So I thought, because somebody has registered to my website asking his data and is uploading advert, I thought that was fine for me. And to make the website more, I pay you 300. But the 300 is small money if you don't think about that. If you think about the money of lost elsewhere and not the fair you have seen, that some 300 and that, I think that's a lot. But for me, that was a lot for the in terms of, now let me say, for you registered. The moment I registered, that shillings from the creation of your username to the profile, I think I've used almost 5 bob every month. So I thought 5 bob every month for 6 months, that bob is fine. Yeah, you'll upload images. Maybe you now there. I thought this, if one uploads image and another does not upload the adverts, you know it costs shares. Someone is broken. But as far as that is there, it's just like an insurance. You pay there, but when you are sick, the money you receive is not yours. That's what happened. I was still fantasizing on good shoes, good clothes. I was wondering. I was also a teenager. I also yearning for the things I wanted in life. Didn't know much about investment. However, I really needed people to use the referral part to, just the same way as Safaricom uses it. Yeah, you see. So also I saw on other platform, many platforms had referral, even betting sites had referral. You refer, and when you refer somebody deposit, you get and based on the first you get cash back, you get free bet. So it's a thing. And not that it's not that I had parents or somebody was concerned about my idea. And you know it's hard to find, not even some people, even if they don't get investors. Not a bad thing, but at my point I had nobody to, and even if I had explaining the project to him, because even my friends did not believe in me, most of them. Most people didn't believe in that. They saw like it was a waste of work and time. So I was alone, and with the few friends I met online, we made Signal Services a success. However, the referral part gave birth to new problems in Kenya. You see, most of those clients from Synod Services, you see, as I said earlier, anybody can make a website. So I think it was a wake-up call for people with zero ability. So people thought I was making more than they were making. Actually, they thought that if somebody is getting 900,000, what about me? Or 200,000? No one can get those 30 shillings. It was not a lot. So I think some people thought if being a worker at Sinusav you get that. What about being a boss? And this is where things started going wrong for most companies. So almost everybody who had the capacity to make a website, but note that it was not the same as Synod Services. It was just purely referral. No homepage, no product, no service, and even if there is just a template, nothing real. The focus was on referral. So many people made referral platforms then, and I think from there we parted with the referrers. Yeah, they all went there. They had others with indirect. They spin wheels. There was those that we had if you have been to online platform. So they came and did it better at best. There were blogs, there were spins, some had loads, and to make it the one that finished people completely. I'm sorry, but investment platforms killed so many people's dream. Investment, apart from referring those investments, for instance, they say the money you deposit in 24 hours you will get 10% extra. Now that's what we call a pyramid of scheme, or steal from John to give to Ken. You see that one, and money cannot generate itself, and had it happened, so I could have done. I've thought so many things on how you can make a company generate its money. Even if you give me 1 million, I don't think I can guarantee you to return you 5,000 by tomorrow. It's not sure. So when somebody tells you even if you put 1,000, you get 17 or 20%, I don't know. It's not sustainable. So this is where the online business started tarnishing. And partially I was kept in the same basket. But I stood tall. See, as far as you know what you're doing in this life, okay. So I stood tall, I pushed my products, I pushed everything I can. By the way, I can't lie to you, I was really condemned that, you see, Synod is my e-commerce, but people are condemning me because I don't have indirect, I don't have spins, I don't have wheels. How? It's my web platform. I have my own goals, mission. If you read that, the terms and conditions, this is not my way of speaking about wheels. So, people left me. Those youths, they left me. They went to the others. Until now, I think we can find them. Yeah, I think they have a foundation from Synod Services, but the fact that I didn't give indirect referral, because as I told you earlier, my goal was to make the traffic, of which I achieved it. Currently, Synod Services is known countrywide. Yeah, it's known countrywide, and it's doing well. So when they left me with a lot of data, not knowing where to take it. For instance, some had uploaded profile pictures, some had adverts. Some people had put adverts just for no reason, just to be seen. Post something, post CC link as an advert again. See, that one was kinda not professional. So they went, and I remained. And I think when they went, they gave me time to do better work in consumer services. Since then, I think a lot has happened. You see, the old primary goal of being a broker from cowboy, it comes to light. You see, like I could now have time to fix things that had problem, because I remember I used to fix a problem that few people are experiencing. Okay, see, let me talk about the referral and the product. So I used to fix more problems on referral than a product, and like these days I fix more of a product. So since services, when the youths went to the other platform, let me mention them. I think it's not bad to mention. The names always go like cash easy, cash in, money, something pesa cash, something like that. I can't know them because they used to last for a month or two. The moment they add the investment thing, they collapse. So I don't know. And then I attracted so many big people, though they were not investors, but my circle had changed. I was dealing with people, big people. I can't mention them. So it was I had all reason not to fall under that unprofessional career where I spin and they say watch advert, and it is not reasonable. So to add a layer, senior services, I think it was the best customer service and still it is right now. Just go to senior services on a live chat and say anything. You'll always be answered instantly. So that's what happened. So but by bad fortune, it fell under teenagers and they used referral more than the product, which led to the business schemed. Actually, its focal point diverted to fixing problem on referral, customer care service, and yeah, some people made up 100,000, and it's amazing. Okay, something you come on 330 shillings and you make 900,000. I can mention a few people. This guy who used to be called Kunta. Kunta made 900,000 from senior service. He made more than the company, I can say. I think the company from that shillings has never made such an amount. Somebody like Hebi, Moses Omondi, those people have made 100,000. And some, people are of different character. Some don't brag, so I never knew. However, it took much of my time to fix problems during that referral, but I never gave up. It was tough. Dealing with teenagers was not easy, and I was also I remember I was still young. Even I remember the profits I made from senior service. I had no clue on what to do with them. I can't lie to you. One, I didn't like cars because we didn't get an accident on 2016, so I didn't like cars. I don't know any other physical business apart from that one of brokering. I really didn't know how I never believed that this actual business worked, because every time I passed through a shop, I had never seen a customer buy a cloth, measuring, returning it, measuring. So I never thought of that. I think it's a story for another day because of the video. I will dedicate you a song. I don't know if it will infringe copyright, but it's fun for you listening at the end. This song motivates me, by the way. I will share with you at the end of this video. Thank you.
I'm going for the goal, my heart is in control, my mind is on succeed, and I am in the lead. Don't buy into the schemes, the science on strategic, just giant in UTs, brings triumph and belief. I'm relying on redeem, inspired by the green, never tiring on fatigue, never defiant to my team, never lying on a thing until I'm lying on a thing, hooked to wires and things. I'ma die as a king. If I don't do it now, I'ma try it again, and when I do accomplish it, I'ma try it again. gain. I'm a riot insane, I'm a lion, my mane hangs down to my strings and they're tied to the game. I stay dry when it rains, I'm tired of the fame. Got everything to gain and I'm proud of the pain. The pride and the plain, the wise and the strange, denied by the same. Besides we're the same. Who's guiding the train? Who's flying the plane? Who's driving the lane? Who dies when it bang? Who fires when it bang? Who lies in the aim? 2 lives in a drain. Who cries when they sing? You hide but you can't. You hide but you ain't. I advise you to think. You'll find what you can't. Revive what you taint. Survive what you paint. Supersize what you shrink. Defies and a drink. Admired as a saint. Defined by my rank. Combined with my strength. My time and my length. I'ma iron out the kinks. Yes, I'm on the brink. And in the eye of a wink, I'ma retire in a bank. Yeah. I'm no quitter. Cause I'ma go get her. No, I'm no quitter. Yes, I'ma go get her. Yeah. I'm gon' get it. I'm gon' get it. Yeah, I'm gon' get it. Yeah. Cause I'ma go get her. Victory consistently, train all year to be the enemy's misery. No stress visibly, neither does it enter me. I think positively, you can't harm me mentally, not physically, not spiritually. You'll never get rid of me, I am the epitome. If this is what you did to me, nothing's what you did for me, nothing's what you give to me. I take whatever I'm visioning, I break all of the limiting, I shake all of the gimmicking, the fakery, the trickery. Nurse, how sick is he? Worse, I ain't sickening. I'll be at the finish line first, how quick is he? I'ma make sure they mention me for the next century. I ain't with the bickering, I ain't full of dignity, I ain't full of energy. Pull out the inner me, a bull after dinner meat. I stood in the winter heat, it could be the end of me, but good be defending me. Yeah. And I look better. I'ma go get her. Cheating, I hate failure, and I am in love with achievement, above and beneath it. A hug when I greet it, my eyes on the prize, and I love when I seek it. Done with the speaking, begun with the preaching. I pray until I am one with the deacon. I play until I have won whatever we win. I play until I have won, and then I re-win. Yeah. And I'm no quitter. I'ma go get her.